Alright, ladies and gentlemen, MrSotko here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about Zencash, give a review of it and my opinions on it. But first, I want to say thank you to another donator, Larry Minus Jr., who sends $5 via PayPal. So I really appreciate all donations, and I like to call out those who do give me a donation. Because I like to praise those who do, and they go to a really great place. So thank you for that. But let's get right into it. So Zencash is a Equihash algorithm coin, and it is a fork of Z Classic, which in itself is a fork of Zcash, which you guessed it is a fork of Bitcoin itself. So this is the website. Zencash is a coin that if you are a cryptocurrency miner, you probably have mined at some point, whether you knew it or not. If you use NiceHash and you're mining the Equihash algorithm with one of your GPUs, likely you may be mining Zencash. And if you are using Awesome Miner, for example, you have Equihash set up for some of your GPUs, likely you have also mined Zencash. So if you take a look at the coins here, if you mark Equihash in your algorithms, and then you look at the coins, you can see the most profitable coin to mine at the time. And more often than not, Zencash is at the top. It was at the top for a bit now, and now it fell off somewhere. And where is it at? There it is. It is in fourth place at the moment. It was over $3 per day, and now it sort of fell to $2.42 just before I started making this. So these all sort of compete for the top coins. And as you're mining with this particular miner, it's going to mine a generic Equihash method. And so it just simply mines whatever the highest Equihash coin is at the time. So you can see there's quite a bit of Equihash coins, and then there's the Z family of coins, which Zencash belongs to. And so often you may be mining Zencash and you don't know it. And if you have some kind of auto exchange feature on Mining Pool Hub or one of these mining pools, then it just sort of turns all of those Equihash coins that you're mining into one single coin, like Litecoin, for example. So Zencash, here is the website. We're going to take a look at it. We're going to look into Zencash a little bit, and I'm going to say some of my opinions on it and what I think about it towards the end. And so here we go. So some of the features here. So we'll look at the features here first. So there's 21 million Zencash cap. So there's no Premier, there was no pre-mine, there was no, no ICO. So it just essentially came from Z Classic, and the amount of Z Classic coins was just forked immediately, and you would receive your Zencash. So there's thousands of secure nodes in operation. If you run a secure Zencash node, and whoever is mining on your node, you get 3.5% of that mining reward. So treasury funds for development support marketing, so that's 8.5% of the mining reward goes to that. So a focus on research and development, partnered with IOHK, a leading blockchain research and development company, governance, protocol level treasury system, scalability study, network stack, anonymization. So I've heard that they may be using Lightning Network at some point, that they were kind of thinking about it, maybe. I haven't seen anything official on that to have a more secure, or rather have faster and lower fees in terms of its transactions. Now, it's already pretty low fees. I don't know exactly what they are, but they are certainly much lower than Bitcoin usually is as well. So it is mineable. It's a proof of work coin, so it's an Equihash based GPU mining. As I said before, there's about 8,000 nodes now. I think this might be a little bit dated. I think there's like something like 8,000 nodes. We can take a look on here. So Zencash is a platform designed for private communications and private economic activity. Zencash's distributed and encrypted networking design is resistant to traffic correlation and metadata analysis. So Zencash is an exciting cryptocurrency with a solid technological foundation, unique capabilities, an active and capable team, ongoing fundings for improvements, and a large, positive, encouraging community. So I want to scroll down a little bit. I was reading this a little bit. So T transactions are the traditional blockchain recorded transactions controlled by a private key in a wallet. These are derived from Bitcoin and enable rapid compatibility with exchanges, wallets, and other Bitcoin-derived ecosystem applications. So Z transactions are sent to shielded addresses, as inherited from Zcash and Z Classic. Balances in shielded addresses are private. if sending to one or more shielded addresses, I think that's spelled wrong right there, the value stays private, but any transparent addresses on the receiving end will de-shield the token. So it's best to send each other to Zencash in itself for Z transactions. And that's when we're going to get into wallets here. So here is the Swing wallet. The Swing wallet is essentially their core wallet, like a Bitcoin core or even Litecoin core wallet. So you have to download the whole transaction, or usually the whole blockchain, to your computer. So wallet supports T and Z transactions. It is a full node wallet, also supports in-wallet encrypted messaging. So an interesting thing about Zencash is it supports messaging. So you can just message one-on-one or in groups with each other, essentially just like any kind of messaging app, but it's encrypted into the blockchain so that you can never use sort of some metadata or some hack program to pull out those messages later on. So that's kind of interesting. So they're essentially just really, really private messages, if you will. And then there's the Erizin app, which I downloaded. It's right here. And this is sort of the Electrum wallet sort of thing. It's just it's a lightweight wallet with encrypted and locally stored files. It supports T addresses, but not Z transactions. And it supports multiple accounts on one computer. It's automatically updated when new updates are released. You can also have web wallets as well. But I don't trust web wallets as much as I trust just a wallet on my computer or a core wallet. So this is the wallet. It's pretty simple. You just generate new addresses, and there you go. You start with a whole bunch of addresses here, and they go to they sort of individually hold their own Zencash, if you will. So I don't have any Zencash at the moment, but I do mine a lot of Zencash. So I know that's really odd that I don't have Zencash in the wallet, but usually with my awesome miner, I will just mine Equihash coins and then automatically exchange them for, say, Litecoin. So I have probably mined numerous Zencash over the ages here, but never really actually kept any. So Zencash is minable cryptocurrency, or proof of work cryptocurrency. Division of each proof of work block. So 3.5% secure nodes reward, 8.5% to the team's treasury, and 88% miners reward. Zencash's mining reward is distributed to all secure nodes, which meet the requirements during each pay period. There are already over 7,000 secure nodes online, so it was over 7,000, not over 8,000. This is also recognized and is a good investment. So it's a good investment to have a node online, and when people are mining with your node, you are receiving some of those profits from that coin. So you will actually generate your own coins by simply having the node and having people connect to your node. And that's similar to Vertcoin one-click miner. So I showed you how a little while back I made a video on how to make your own Vertcoin node, and then you can actually set your own rewards. So usually people just set it to like 1% or 2%, something like that, or even 0.5%. And so all the people that are finding coins via your node, you get 1% of those coins, which is not a lot, but you know, it certainly racks up over time. So another thing is, how do you get a wallet? So I think we just scroll up here, and it says get a wallet right on the front of the page. So get a wallet, and you can get the core wallet here. You can get the Erizin wallet. There are some Mac OS, Ubuntu, Android, paper wallet if you want to make a paper wallet, and myzenwallet.io for a web wallet. So I want to take a look at the roadmap. So Zencash launched on 5/30/17, and then had core updates and secure nodes 2018. We have proposal submissions and voting system. We have an iOS wallet that came out. My boy is in the background, and he is watching a movie and yelling to himself, so don't worry about that. Secure node, system improvement, secure node system built into blockchain. Let's try and find some good stuff here. Research and development, DAO, Treasury Protocol level voting system, scaling study, so the next generation blockchain solution. And that's sort of like what we think of Lightning Network, and maybe a future version of Lightning Network, in order to make these very low fees and very, very quick. So in 2019, delivered to the market, DOA Treasury Protocol level voting system again, scalability solutions. So nothing too juicy there. And where can you get Zencash. Let's see. Buy Zencash. So it's on Bittrex, it's on OKX, Upbit, Korean, the Cryptopia, Evercoin, COSS.io, Trade Satoshi. So they also have a blog. So it's blog.zensystem.io, where you can get all kinds of cool information. And, you know, they have various updates. The last update was the 26th here by the looks of it. So what's your Zenspiration community contest? Here at Zencoin, we believe our products stand by our promises, and we're proud of our community. And looks like some kind of contest here that you might be able to perhaps win something. So a lot of cool stuff, and a guy with a Fiat 500 here, and I think he's one of the developers. I read about this a little bit. He is an economist that works as a Zencash developer, and nice car there. That's good stuff. It's classic. So Zencash just plain works. It's good to send people to send through the network and across the network. I've really never heard of any kind of trouble of Zencash. One thing I like about Zencash is the really low circulating supply. That's really good. 3.3 million essentially right now, and only a 21 million cap, just like Bitcoin. Now, with only 3.3 million coins in circulation, that means they're all pretty high in price, and it means the difficulty is still pretty low, and that's usually why Equihash is very profitable in terms of mining. That's almost like always you see, if you're a nice hash miner, which I don't really suggest that, or you're an awesome miner like this program here, and I do have videos on this as well if you want to learn about this a little bit more. Let me get a little bit more comfortable here. Most of the time, you will see that your computer is mining Equihash, and if you're mining Equihash, as I said earlier in the video, likely you're going to be mining Zencash, Zclassic, Zcash, or maybe even Bitcoin Gold. So Equihash is just a really, really steady algorithm. In fact, I actually keep my miner specifically on Equihash. Now, I know I have crypto, and I don't even really need that on there. I specifically have it on Equihash, and the reason why is because this is a PPLNS system. So that means that if I mine Equihash for an hour, and then it switches to another coin, and let's say that coin is only 30% or 30 cents more profit per day. And while that is more profitable, it in fact actually made it less profitable for me because I lost a lot of my average shares on my PPLNS system, and I need to be mining Equihash for many, many hours straight before I get the full value of my shares. So PPLNS is sort of a average shares over time, essentially, instead of a proportional share system like NiceHash, where you can turn it on for an hour, however many shares that you submitted is what you get. Whereas a PPLNS sort of prevents pool hopping. It prevents people from turning off their computer all the time or hopping to a different pool to get a reward very quickly. In the long run, PPLNS is actually a much better system. So taking a look at the coin market cap here for Zencash, you can see if we just go to the 7-day, it's just plain going on up. Moving on up to the east side to get himself a piece of the pie. So, sorry. So $41.83. It was, let me check the date here. Yeah. So it was $41.82 just a second ago. Let me just refresh and see what we get here. $40.05. So just before I started this video, it was actually at $41 and 80 some cents. And then it dipped down a little bit to $1, but that's not unusual in the cryptocurrency world. But as you can see, it's really the long term that it's going up. So even just a couple days ago, it was only $33. A couple days before that, it was $32. All-time high of Zencash so far was something like $65, somewhere around there. And maybe it's over here. Seem to not be able to find it too well. Maybe if we just go to the year. Yeah, there we go. And I can't quite get it because it's not good enough. Maybe if we go to a month. And no. But it was about $65 or so, its all-time high. And now it's nearing in on that again. It's at $40.05, and it's been consistently going up. So, and again, this just excuse me, this just gives warrant to the fact that Equihash is very, very easy to mine for most computers, whether you have an AMD or whether you have NVIDIA. NVIDIA typically is better at Equihash, whereas AMD is typically better at like Kryptonite and Ethereum, just based particularly because of the Vega series cards. They use HBM 2 RAM, so it's like the high bandwidth memory, which is a little bit faster, quite a bit faster than NVIDIA's DDR5 and DDR5 Plus. So that's why AMD is typically better at those algorithms, because they require faster RAM, whereas Equihash doesn't necessarily require faster RAM. And they just require better clock speeds overall, just a better graphics card, as there is a slight difference between the two cards. So Equihash is a really, really solid method. So some of my thoughts on Zencash. So first of all, Zencash, I think, could use a little bit more PR, if you will. It just doesn't seem like they are developing too well. Now, I understand that the price is going up, and they are a pretty solid coin at this point. There's definitely not any kind of scam coin going on here. They've been around for a while. This is a really solid coin. But I think they could develop some really revolutionary systems. And what I mean by that, for example, is like LitePay. Now, I understand that Charlie Lee, the creator of Litecoin, did not make LitePay. That was a third-party system that did that. I just can't get my throat clear. That was a third-party system that did develop LitePay, but I think LitePay is pretty revolutionary. The reason is because you can essentially load your money onto a debit card, which at the moment that doesn't work. So mind you, that it just doesn't work yet, but soon it will. And then you can go into a business. That business can accept your debit card, even though you're paying in Litecoin. Like, let's say you buy something for $50 in Litecoin, and you go to a business that does not accept Litecoin. When they scan your card, that's going to automatically turn that Litecoin into fiat and go into their bank. So I think if Zencash built something like that, then that would be pretty revolutionary for Zencash. It appears my voice is going very, very quickly, very, very quickly, and I have no idea why. I haven't been talking that much today. Very interesting. But I hope you guys enjoyed this review of Zencash. I felt Zencash needed a little bit of light and a little bit of an opinionated, sort of unbiased opinion about Zencash. Should you use Zencash? Sure, why not? There is no reason that you shouldn't use Zencash. Are there some better options? And I think yes, because they have been implemented better in terms of, like, for example, Coinbase has the 4 pretty much major coins on it. I know they're missing a couple. But for example, you know, I can take my phone and swipe and send somebody Litecoin, and then they can give me a graphics card or something like that, and then we're all hunky-dory. But that doesn't really happen so easily with Zencash. That doesn't happen so easily with Zencash. So I think they need to develop a few systems, and I think I need to stop this video immediately because my voice is completely dying. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.